Back now on Triad Today. In today's program, we've talked about health and the pandemic and vaccines, and of course the most important thing is our health. Maybe the second most important thing is being able to have a job or be employed, or at least be able to support yourself and your family. That means workforce development is very important, and that's what our special guest is into and helping people with. He's been on the show many times before. Andy Ward is Eastern District Workforce Development Regional Manager for Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina. Welcome back, sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
What workforce development offices are currently open here in the Triad? Because I'm a little confused because they're sort of stay-at-home orders and some people are working at home. What's the deal?
Yeah, so all of our centers are open across our territory, and here in the Triad, that would specifically mean our University Parkway, Peters Creek location, and then also the Prosperity Center over off of Waughtown Street.
All right, so you're up and running, the offices are open. What kind of services are you able to offer now?
Right, yeah, so all of the services we've offered in the past, those are up and running. There are some virtual options to some of those, but yeah, you name it, our ability services, access center, Edge, Career Connections, Project Reentry, down the whole list, and also our partnership with NC Works. All of that's functioning out of those buildings.
And your mission overall, and we've talked about this before, is you're just trying to get some people back into the workforce, some people maybe changing careers or whatever, but you've got a sort of a varied mission, right?
Yeah, so the primary goal is to just get people back to work, get education under their belt, and really give them a chance to get back out there and have an opportunity.
You mentioned education. What about scholarships? Did I hear that you guys were offering scholarships or helping with them, or what's that all about?
So all of our skills training classes, folks coming in have the opportunity for scholarship for those classes, and so that's still up and running, and that's through our skills training program and also in partnership with NC Works as well. So yeah, we still did a ton of scholarships last year, and yeah, a lot of good stories coming out of that.
Now, and these are scholarships to be able to take the skills training courses, right?
Yes, sir.
So that you're ready and you can go into a job ready to go from day one. Now, we didn't rehearse this or anything. I'm just curious. What if somebody's still kind of afraid to go out? I've got medical conditions or whatever. I don't want to get COVID. And do you do anything virtually? Can people go to a website, or can they get help in workforce development?
Absolutely. So all of our programs have some virtual options. When we had the initial shutdown, everybody was kind of sent home, and we managed to keep those programs going virtually. So, everybody in those centers, they know how to work with you over the phone, online, through video, through Zoom, Teams, tons of different platforms there. And then we've done a lot of different online trainings, online webinars, things of that nature, but probably the biggest virtual thing we've done is a partnership with a program called Ed2Go, and that's in full-on partnership with community colleges across our whole region.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great partnership. And so, but if I do come over to your office to get some advice or counseling, trying to find out what I need to do, what direction I need to take for skills training, workforce development, I'm assuming, is everybody in mask? I mean, do you take certain safety protocols?
Yeah, so safety, our mission's our number one protocol, or our number one focus, but safety is right there with it. And so, yeah, nobody comes in the building without a mask. Once you're in the building, that mask has to be on at all times, whether you're there for 30 minutes or there all day. Everybody coming in has to do a safety health check daily to make sure, answer specific questions. And then in the building, 6 foot or more distancing is everywhere. So like in a classroom that used to hold 16 folks, now there's 8.
Well,
everybody's distanced. Same with our career
half
centers.
capacity and that kind of thing.
Yep.
Before we run out of time, let me just ask you, we try to remind everybody every month when we're talking about Goodwill Industries why it's so important for people to keep donating household items and clothing and going and dropping things off. People say, well, what does that have to do with what Andy's talking about? Andy's talking about helping people get jobs. Why is it important for me to keep donating?
So donations and shopping in the store, that's the lifeblood of our business. Without that, the mission doesn't happen. So roughly 90% of every dollar that's spent in the store goes back to help fund that mission. And so, folks in the area have just been amazing with the support over the last year. Donations have been great. People continue to shop, and so because of that mission is very much alive and well.
Yeah, I just think that's great. And we still have high unemployment. We still have a lot of problems, and so it is important. Keep donating items. Those items are then taken to the Goodwill store, and when you go in and buy things there, as Andy said, the proceeds go to help with workforce development. So it comes all around, full circle, in keeping people employed. Up on the screen, careersbygoodwill.org is one website you might want to check out, careersbygoodwill.org. And goodwillnwnc.org is the general website. Andy, thanks for everything you do.
Yeah, thanks for having us here.
All right.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back.